we're going to be live through the week, and we just want to give you a little introduction and talk you through the agenda and what's going to happen today. And Rowan, I know you're going to talk us through that, but before that, we will be live at 10 to 10 with a Welcome to FANUC seminar from Tom Boucher, which you really don't want to miss. But Rowan, what else is happening?
Well, I've written down on a sheet of paper very, very helpfully the whole agenda today. So there's so much happening. Tuesday, Wednesday, we're here Thursday as well, aren't we, Tom? We'll be filming ourselves. We'll be going live in the afternoons. But as with all the FANUC open houses, there'll be a lot of interesting discussions in the morning. Shall I jump straight into it?
Go for it.
Okay, cool. So they'll be talking about the relationship between Airbus and FANUC at 10 o'clock, between 10 and 10:30. So tune in all day if you're interested in any of these seminars, but tune in at 10 o'clock and 10:30 for that. That's between Marco Chessin and Oliver Selby. If I'm saying that name right, perfect. And then after that, directly, there will be the successes and challenges of global automation deployment. So I guess how you achieve automation around the world if you've got international companies. So that's at 10:30 to 11. That's with Stephen Grace from Cummins, which I think make engines. I think so. That would be an interesting one, definitely. And they're international companies, so that'll be probably quite an informative discussion. And then they'll have a little break for networking, and then the current state of manufacturing and the future of the sector from Henry Anson from the manufacturer and Hennick Research. Now, I know I think he's been doing this talk around the UK, and he's bringing it to FANUC, so that'll be an interesting one to see. I've seen that all over LinkedIn. I don't know if you've seen that. That he's doing this talk. They've done a lot of research into the state of manufacturing in the UK, so you can learn about that between 11:20 and 11:40. You can see I can read my own handwriting, which is amazing. And then straight after that, there'll be Navigating the UK Manufacturing Landscape. Now, that's a panel discussion between all of the guests that have talked in the morning. So if you find any of those guests interesting and you want to see if they've got anything more to say generally about the UK manufacturing landscape, then that's 11:40 to 12:30. And then we will probably go straight into the MTD podcast, I think, as we normally do. While everyone else is going for lunch, we'll be having to talk about what we've seen this morning. And then, we've got some lives to go to in the afternoon as well, haven't we, Tom?
Well, that's it. I was just about to get onto that. So you've talked through the seminars and why people should join in. And to be honest, there's some really important topics on UK manufacturing and how we need to boost UK manufacturing. So if you want to hear and listen to any of the experts talk about that, then definitely tune in. But we're also doing some lives with the partners that are here as well, which is your job for today. I know you and Chris love running around with a camera, so you guys are going to be talking to the partners. But why is it a positive thing that partners are here today as well?
Well, there's a huge amount of partners, loads of technical partners that will be doing automation integration. So companies like IFM, like Fur Robotics. There's a new company from Canada that I've not seen before, Vention, I think their name is, and they're really interesting. They do lots of mail order, aluminium extruded structural parts, and everything else that goes around maybe a cobot assembly or a robot assembly. So there's some really interesting technical integrators that will take a FANUC robot, whether it be a cobot or an industrial robot, and they'll add all the kind of accessories that you need to really make it sing in a workshop as a final product, for example. So that's really interesting because the whole point about a robotic cell is it's not just a robot sat by itself. It needs to have parts to load, needs to have work holding to load it into, sometimes deburring, washing stations. There's so much that goes around a robot. And that's why FANUC always bring in so many technical partners, because it's not just the FANUC robot. That's a really good base, a good platform to build an automation system around. But you need all these accessories that come from lots of different suppliers.
Well, we were walking around a little bit earlier, and there's other suppliers like Blum, because let's be honest, it's great having automation, it's great having your machine running 24/7, but if you haven't got machine monitoring, probing, then things are going to go wrong. So to wrap it up, Rowan, just give us one last out, just close it out. Why should people join in and watch the lives and the podcast today?
Yeah, well, we've got a huge amount of content all day, so if you might struggle to see all of it if you're working today, as a lot of people are. But if you're interested in any of the things we've talked about, Airbus and FANUC, their relationship, successes and challenges of global automation deployment, current state of manufacturing from Henry Anson, or navigating the UK manufacturing landscape panel discussion, tune in for at least one of those. And then in the afternoon, if you're interested, we're talking to NCMT, Loop, MTA, Rockwell, excuse me, and Fur Robotics So there's a huge amount to tune into. I think even if you didn't know the exact schedule, if you tune in at some point, we'll be talking about something that you might find really interesting and really useful. So make sure you check it out. It's not just today, the FANUC UK Open House. It's today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So tune in, please.